Fox? Is the royal baby a knockout? And did Hillary's biggest threat just get in the ring for president? Then, Harry Connick Jr. takes you backstage after his tear confrontation with the contestant.
For you to say that to this hand that is feeding you right now, I think it's highly disrespectful.
And tells you how you can spend the night with Harry this summer. And the widow of American sniper Chris Kyle shares a side of the husband hero the world hasn't seen before. Plus, here's the best reason for spring cleaning. We partnered with vendors to offer up to an incredible 72% off this season's coolest new stuff for your home. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and today, Raven Symone and special guest Martha Stewart hit the co-host chairs. It all starts now.
But let me get my English accent grooving. Hear ye, breaking news out of the UK. The royal baby has been named. Her name is Charlotte Elizabeth Diana Windsor Johnson. Okay, I just threw the Johnson in there. Just see if y'all paying attention. So I mean, that feels like a good name, right?
It's a very good name. It gets the Queen Mother, who's
right.
we get the mother of the...
Yes, Diana, Lady Diana.
Father. Yeah.
It's kind of great. And did you see Kate Middleton, the picture of her? People apparently are losing their minds. They're upset that she looks so...
You're a princess if you don't walk out. Because, you know, my mom walked out in cornrows and, like, still sweating and missing stuff. But if she walks out any other way than a princess, I mean, why are you mad?
She's only 33 years old. She's
still got her belly.
Was it natural? Is that too... Was it natural? Is that too... Can you ask that of a princess? Does she have natural birth? Or is this like quiet? You can't talk about it.
It must have been pretty... She got out so fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you have any procedures, you have to stay in a little longer.
Yeah. You know, I love that everyone loves them so much. And I sang Princess Diana, and I think that was the first time I ever cried at anything on TV when she died. And I love that there's a new generation sort of seen them and falling in love with them. I think it's nice. There's so much crud in the world. Like, why can't we love them? I think they're nice.
Who says we don't love them?
No, I think people think there's too much hysteria over them. And the media's lined up for days and days. There's been a lot of consternation about what she looks
The
like.
best thing is happening in England right now.
It's nice.
And it's also a lot of pressure. I see 50 different countries, reporters kind of going like this.
Not
even to have the damn baby. It's like, I'm trying. I'm trying to push her out 8 pounds, that baby.
Oh, yeah, that's a big
pounds.
baby.
Good God.
Yeah.
Those cheeks, though, those cheeks.
Yeah.
Look how cute.
That's all it cute. I'm so
Just like
glad to
William.
be here. So glad, thank God that's over.
Yeah.
Where is my carriage? Listen.
No, what's it called? Pram. They call it a pram, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now, speaking of perambulators, you know, the fight of the century is now in the record books. Floyd Mayweather unanimously defeated Manny Pacquiao in a fight that could end up making $400 million. Did y'all watch?
Yeah, I watched it.
Exciting. If you want to see people getting bashed in the head.
Well, that's what fighting is.
Well, that's
Not
what
as
fighting
much
is.
as UFC has better fights.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Well, it's much more violent. I thought that, you know, I love Manny Pacquiao, I really do, but he lost. He lost.
Him saying I got a shoulder in that.
Well, the thing is that when he filled out his medical report prior to the fight, he put, if there was any medical issues, he put no. And then at 6 p.m. of the fight, he's hurting him, and he required a lidocaine shot. And then the boxing commission said, no, you put on your medical record, no, that might be an unfair advantage for you against Floyd. That said, everybody knows how Floyd Mayweather fights. He is a boxer. He is not a brawler. He did exactly what he has done in every single fight he has ever fought. Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach knew that going in, and I just don't think that they had a great game plan going in.
I was a little bored.
I wasn't bored as a no. I got bored at the later rounds, but I was not bored because I have to tell you, it was just amazing to see the skill. Floyd Mayweather figured him out in the first round. That was amazing. But toward the end of the round, I was like, all right, let's go to the decision.
So where were you? Where were you bored? What was boring you?
What was boring? The fact that I like to see punches being thrown by both parties. You have to figure out your other opponent, but I felt like you kept putting them in headlocks, you kept moving around. Like, do something to entertain me. Wait, just a little something, because I pay a lot of money for you, and you're getting a lot of money too, and I'm going to need you just for the fun of it.
But the basis of boxing is to hit and not get hit.
The basis
not
of boxing is to entertain me.
And no, it's not. And the thing is that also they threw a lot of punches, over 400 each. Floyd connected a whole lot more.
Well, I gotta ask you, because there were as many tweets about how awful Jamie Foxx sang the national anthem as there were about this fight. But what was up with him?
Really?
I didn't hear. I went to bed at 11. I'm sorry.
You get mad at Jamie Foxx.
I'm not mad. It just, let me just read the tweets about, not the fight, sorry. About the, oh, we have the tape. Can we see it? Judge for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Wait, before...
Whoopi, do you like the violent boxing?
I love boxing. I've been a boxing girl since
read about Mago in the Times today. This is this 34-year-old. He hadn't lost any fights, and he is a vegetable lying in a little bed.
I feel like we skipped over dicks because I'm obsessed. I'm sorry. I have to read that. Harry Connick is here. There are people that go home on American Idol who sing better than that. I mean, what happened?
I bet you
was it too late?
No. Let me tell you. First of all, in Jamie's defense, I've been booed.
Please defend him.
I've been booed many times during the national anthem. That is the hardest song in the history of the books. It goes through so many octaves in a short amount of time. However, get to the however. I'm gonna get there because I love Jamie.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's still rich.
Go. You got to take the organ out.
Yeah.
And you can't be at church. Where to fight? Entertain me.
Okay, so can I just say one thing that I found the most entertaining was the walkout. When I saw Jimmy Kimmel, Justin Bieber, I was howling.
Forget Justin. When Jimmy Kimmel with that hat and all that, just walking, trying to find the beat. I love
DMC part 2.
You know what? The national anthem is a difficult song. It is not that difficult if you just sing it. And the point that I'm making is simple. If you're Marvin Gaye, Marvin could do, remember his rendition was where your jaw, or Whitney,
Crying.
jaw. If you're going to do it, and you don't have that ability to do all of that, just sing the song.
But he does.
Sing the song.
But he does. Jamie has a wonderful voice.
He has a great voice, and he should have just sung the damn song.
You're right. He should have.
He should have just sung the damn song. Believe me, I love him. I love him. And, you know, as a person who doesn't sing, we've all had to sing this song. Everybody can sing it. We all know what it is. But you can't turn it into,
I watched it and I'm like, is this from SNL or is this from the fight? Terrible. I'm sorry, I don't know any of these people, but I know a bad song when I hear it. That was
You know, it's funny that we're talking about singers and such, because we lost a dynamic and wonderful singer. The great Benny King, who was on The View last year, passed away. He was 76 years old, and as we go to break, please enjoy this classic of his, Stand By Me. And if you want to, go ahead and sing along. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Later.
Hey, welcome back. People wanted to see the shoes today. The shoes are by Jeffrey Campbell. They have the boy dolls. They have all of the, you know, the heads of the boy dolls and the girl dolls. It's crazy. I love them. Anyway, I just saw. That's all right. I saw a movie over the weekend that is absolutely brilliant called Ex Machina, and it's one of the best movies about artificial intelligence I've ever seen, and one of the scariest, because I keep thinking, is this really in our future? I mean, should politicians be talking about what we do with artificial intelligence? Because there's been lots of movies, but something tells me this is a little bit different.
So what's the gist?
Well, the gist is, you know, this man has created this machine. Maybe it's a machine, but it is intelligent, and if it's intelligent, and if it is intelligent and is aware of who it is it human?
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild.
Stanley Kubrick believed that. God rest his soul.
2001.
2001,
Yes.
and with Hal,
Yes.
the computer who took over the spaceship.
Right. Yes.
And it's been like that for a very, very long time, and I do believe it's going to happen.
Yes.
You know? So, and Oscar here that he is spectacular in this movie. This is the talk of the town, this movie.
It is. I'm telling you, if you guys would be up for it, I'm going to get them to send it so you can see it, because the conversations about where we're heading, and are we going to end up putting ourselves out of business as human beings? I was like this.
You know, I saw the movie Her, and I think what pulled me in, and like I couldn't get that movie out of my head.
Phoenix.
Right, it was incredible. Is the attachment to things that aren't human. That's the conversation that I think we have to have, because he falls in love, and Joaquin Phoenix falls in Siri, basically the voice.
But if you remember Bicentennial Man, it's the same thing.
Right.
Yes. And I think it's awesome when you have something, just in my world, if you have something like that, for instance, as a babysitter, and so that the kid kind of knows a little bit more not to be so attached, and then you don't have the mothers mad that your child is more attached to your babysitter than you because it's a machine or something that can help us in the future.
But then they take over. See, the machines get smarter. Artificial machines take over, and they think way beyond the human.
You just don't update them like you don't do the iPhone update. 2.0 ever.
I love it.
Let's continue this conversation, because I think it's just fascinating. A former Hewlett Packard CEO, Carly Fiorina, just announced she wants to be the Republican candidate, or one of the Republican candidates for president in 2016. Now, people say, oh, this is going to steal Hillary's thunder. Why?
Listen, we got to get over this. I hope that we have. I'm happy that Carly jumped in. I worked with Carly on McCain's campaign. She's really smart. She's really good, and she was sort of behind the lines. She saw everything that went wrong, which was a lot of things with the Palin candidacy. But I think she knows how to run she's going to run because she thinks she's the best person knows how to finesse the gender issue. But let me tell you something. Until there are 2-3 women on the right, 2-3 women on the left, and half a dozen in the middle, women will not have a right. We're talking about the one woman on the right. I wish we were talking about 5 women on each side.
You know what? If that idea fascinates you, you need to get her book.
Oh, yeah.
I have to tell you, I've bought 3 of them. It is an America run by women, and not just like women, but women. You gotta get the books. I'm sorry. Anyway, it made me think of. But maybe that's right. Why do you think women don't run try to go for president.
I don't know. And I was asked in an interview last week by a man, well, so what, you're going to support the one woman? I said, well, if I agree with her, I am. But we also have to, I think, stop being afraid of being sort of pegged as people that will vote our gender. I mean, obviously that's not true, or Hillary would have won last time. So, I think women as voters have to support other women, but we have to support other women for the right reasons.
Yes.
So I think this whole thing in both parties in this cycle.
It didn't, people still think when they say, oh, you voted for Obama. It's like, you were making that assumption. Why? They said, well, because you're black.
It's like, identity politics. It's incredibly cynical. It's terrible.
It's very cynical. Actually, people might have actually liked what he had to say. Who can say? But you know something? The next martial artist action star is going viral right now. You're going to, because he's your kind of fella.
He's got your moves.
He's got Bruce Lee's moves. Well, take a look. You'll see. Yes, he's only 5. Did you hear the doorbell?
No, I did not.
Oh. Hello? Come in.
Ladies, Mommy. Mother's Day is just a few days away. Oh, Mommy. Mommy, what would you give me for a basket full of kisses? I'll give you a basket full of hugs. And I brought you this stunning Teleflora butterfly bouquet. It has roses, lilies, and a beautiful crystal butterfly pendant, all professionally arranged and hand-delivered by a local florist. And guess what? What? Teleflora is giving members of our studio audience $100 Teleflora $100 Teleflora gift card. Happy Mother's Day, everybody! Happy Mother's Day!
We will be right back.
Harry Connick Jr. is a dashing, dapper dude. The lady, what's up with this?
Baby, that was a real American Idol showing the contestants how it's done. Please welcome back the incredibly talented, wonderful, fly, fabulous cat, Harry Connick Jr. It's all right. Hold on now. This is your second season.
I want to take her on the road with me.
Yeah. I think she wants to go. Listen, this is the second season of you judging American Idol. You say you love doing this. Why?
Well, I get to talk about music all the time.
Right.
And it's something that I love and I know a little bit about. So to be able to talk about music on that platform with so many people watching is pretty cool, because sometimes we get specific, and I never thought I'd have an opportunity to talk about some of the things I learned like on a big popular show like that. So it's pretty cool. Cool.
Yeah, so now it's down to the final contestants, right?
Yes.
Final 4. You have Nick, Jax, Raven, and Clark. Talent this season, but you said that there's this one thing that is missing, and you said is education, and tell us about that.
Well, I think somewhere along the line, people got the idea that if you're educated, then you lose something in terms of passion. In other words, that education and passion are sort of mutually exclusive.
Right.
Like the more educated you are, the less soulful you are.
Right.
But, you know, I think the more educated you are, all it does is enhance who you're hardwired to be. Like, I think we're all who we are from the time we're born. Right. So all education about music is going to do is make you more articulate and able to do more things. Right.
Yeah, basically you're telling them to study their craft.
You know, in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, the way I heard you in an interview with Wynton Marsalis discussing the importance, it was fabulous.
Well, thanks. I mean, you have to study. It's like, I think music is one of the only art forms or only professions where you don't have to know anything about what you're doing and you can still make a living. Like if you were going to the doctor and said, look, I need brain surgery, and the doctor's like, well, I'm just going to do what I feel. You might want to look something else up, you know?
You know, it was evidence of how much of the singing competitions we watch in my household. My husband made the announcement that this year the singing on American Idol is so much better than The Voice. So I love the show. I watch it. What I think is cool is the contestants almost always, you know, take in what you're saying, all of your advice. But you had sort of a confrontation, a moment with one of them. Can we watch the clip?
Sure.
Quentin? Okay.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
This sucks.
Okay, what sucks? Tell me what sucks.
We have two of the best vocalists. My best friend is sitting over there. This whole thing is whack. But I'm gonna shut up right now.
Quentin, if it's that whack.
America's Wednesday nights. Check it out, and we'll be right back with
You may think you know him from the best-selling book and blockbuster movie.
Chris Kyle from his best-selling book and then the blockbuster movie American Sniper. Take a look. Take a look.
Chris.
Go, go. Go back with him.
Baby.
I heard one shot. Check. Maybe at an angle. Be 300 more yards out.
Oh my God.
Kyle returned home from Iraq a hero, only to lose his life at the hands of his widow. Has just written an extraordinary book, American Wife, where she shares a very different side of her husband, Chris. Please welcome Taya Kyle. Profoundly moved by this movie. I called Whoopi in the middle of the night on Christmas when I watched it and said, I just saw a movie that changed my life. It was so beautiful. And then by all of the interviews that you did afterward, and I know that you picked this book up at where the movie leaves off, right? At the very, very tragic death, your husband was killed by a veteran. Tell us about starting the book there and about that.
It does give a little bit of history, too, so that it fills in some of the blanks where maybe the book didn't, I mean, there's not enough space and time to fill in everything. So it does fill in through the aftermath, which I think a lot of people can relate to, too.
Do you ever jolt up in the middle of the night and say, I can't believe everything I went through, having my husband on the front lines in combat. He comes home to me, to us, to your beautiful children, and then dies dead. Do you ever, I mean, how do you deal with that?
You know, it's weird. I think grief is this odd thing where I have this line that goes through my head, and it used to go through consistently, but it was just a subconscious, I don't understand, it doesn't make sense. And it's not the fact that he died, you know, in the United States, I know that. I think it was the manner in which he was killed. It doesn't make sense.
I was watching the clip, and I was seeing you get a little verklempt. How are your kids handling this right now?
You know, they're doing really well. I feel like, you know, God has a way of preparing you for things that you don't know you're being prepared for. And they fortunately have very strong faith. My little cuties. You know, they have very strong faith, and you can see in these pictures, too, they were given a foundation of tremendous love from their dad. And I've heard that you sometimes will forget what somebody says or does, but you never forget the way they make you feel. And so they at least have that. They know how their dad felt about them.
Yeah. Now, your husband served 4 tours of duty while you were home alone, and you gave him an ultimatum and to spend more time with the family, but he said he was having a hard time adjusting. You know, what was going on?
Well, you know, it's an interesting thing, and I go into more detail in the book about that too, but I didn't see it so much as an ultimatum. I needed him to have a break from combat, and the military, when they have you, they can do whatever they want to do with you, and it just so happened that they were putting him right back into combat. And I just, honestly, I felt like it was as much for him as it was for us, because he would have given until there was nothing left to give.
And you saw that before he did, even, I think is what I got from your book and his.
Right.
You know,
did he discuss the war while he was home with you? I mean,
he did at
was
times.
able to open up?
He was, but more through time, because in the beginning he didn't want to scare me. He didn't want to tell me things that then I would worry on his next deployments. So little bits would filter out when he was ready, just at random times. You know, it's not like we ever had a big, but he would just sort of let it in when he felt it was right.
You know, and the other thing about, following on to Rosie's line of is that your book and his book and the movie, they were love stories.
Yeah.
And can I ask you to do something? Can I ask you to read some of the emails he sent you from Iraq? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
I think that, you know what,
I think it was this one.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take that. This was just, it was odd putting these emails in. I just want to say this first.
I couldn't believe when I got to them. My heart stopped. And
this isn't me trying to say anything about me. It's actually just trying to show Chris's heart.
He was.
More than it is about me, just saying that. Out of one of his emails, I love you so much. You really do mean the world to me. I appreciate you taking a back seat so I can do what I want, even when you hate what I'm doing. I do realize this and could never tell you enough of how much I thank you for it. Hopefully someday I can do the same for you. And it's not that I hated what he was doing as a SEAL. I just hated knowing that he was in danger all the time, really. But I think it's just...
It's so beautiful. I'm sorry to make you do that. Beautiful. I'm sorry to make you do that.
It's okay. It's just that's part of him, and I think that's part that people...
It was also part of you. I know he is called a hero by everyone, but you are. We're running out of time. You and I talked before the show. Tell me the one thing that a lot of the public that isn't in the military gets wrong about military families.
You know, I think the thing is that we're still volunteer military, and these guys, they sign up, but they don't get to decide where they go. They just say, hey, wherever my country needs me, I will go. And they do it with heart and passion for this country that I don't think a lot of us appreciate. I mean, they're saying, I'll give you everything, including my life. And they see the evil. They see the things that we have the luxury of being oblivious to. They see it on a daily basis, and they're willing to put their life on the... That's amazing. And then to have their families know that too. It means they're supporting that effort.
You know what I got from your book and also from the movie is that not only did your husband serve on our behalf, but you served on our behalf as well. Well, by sticking by us.
Thank you for being here.
I do want to say I appreciate that, but I honestly feel like one of the biggest things, the blessings about this kind of book or the movie is that it's so many veteran wives' families.
Yes.
You know, there are so many wives of first responders and veterans who are heroes, and I hope that people see that as this is their story too.
They make the sacrifice as well.
They do. Yeah.
And you can support them through your charity, right? The Chris Kyle Foundation. Okay. All right. Well, our thanks to Taya Kyle. We'll be right back. Making room now, because we've partnered with vendors to offer you up to 72% off. Really cool stuff for your home on Must Have Monday while supplies last. Here to take us shopping is lifestyle contributor and part of our ABC News family, Rachel Smith. Hello, Rachel.
Thanks,
So ironing is yesterday. We're supposed to be steaming. Who knew?
Meet your new best friend.
All right. I'm
right
a steam
here.
raven.
Handheld garment steamer by C'est La Vie USA. Ooh. You like? I like. I'm kind of obsessed. This is the only household tool I use on a daily basis.
Really? You steam every day?
I do, because you get wrinkle-free. Well, you get wrinkle-free clothing in an instant.
Too, right?
Yeah, that too, right?
All right, but it's strong for your face.
Probably.
Okay, I won't burn myself.
But when it comes to the clothing, it's wrinkle-free in an instant. It's great for those delicates like silk blouses or those spring and summer maxi dresses that are going to be coming out soon, or even like button-up shirts for guys. I used to take my stuff and put it in the shower.
Right?
Well, now you don't have to. You can travel with this thing. You can
How much? It looks like a...
Well, it retails for $60, but our deal is $21. Wow.
Very nice.
I'm going to 65% discount.
I'm going to get one of those. I love
You can easily pack it, store it, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, we're going to tuck Raven and tell me what we've got going
Go right to sleep, little Raven.
Here you go. Head on the pillow. What do we got?
I'm pretty sure I did that that whenever I opened up the packaging. I was like, oh my gosh. Now this is a 6-piece luxury sheet set by House of Linen.
Cover you up.
Cozy's a bug in there.
I'm ready.
Okay,
ready?
should I take my
Does it feel soft? No, you can wear your shoes. They're your sheets. These are very soft.
Right, Raven, how soft?
I'm snug.
You're snug?
I'm definitely soft. This is something I definitely drape over me.
Right.
So this is a nice right count?
Totally. Well, this is actually 100% microfiber, which means that it's extra soft and it's breathable for those warmer months whenever you need to stay cool and cozy while you're snoozing, you know, like Miss Raven here.
No, it's really comfy.
It is. It comes with 2 extra pillowcases, so you have a total of 4.
Oh, so how much must that be? What's the regular price? What's the regular price?
Well, the retail is up to $209.
Pricey.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and what do we get it for today?
Well, our deal is as low as $45 for discount of 72% off. Freeze over here. Over here, we've got our designer accent pillows by Angelo Home. And, you know, look, guys, I can commend those who can redecorate their entire house or specific rooms to bring in the new season. But I don't have the time or the money,
you know? Just go the simple route and buy all new pillows.
Exactly.
I just did that.
Yeah. Good. Incorporate pops of color with these pillows. I'm really digging this turquoise square one. But I think it gives off good energy. Retail
this is a good deal.
is, $49, but our deal is $19. Wow.
Looks like a little, you know, fancy schmancy thing,
fancy.
Right?
You can serve a style with this faux leather tray by American Atelier. Now, this one here comes in 2 color options.
Banana Raven.
Yes.
Banana Raven.
Yes, you can go for it. But this is perfect too. Exactly. We can serve up while we're working. We can serve up bed, decorative piece, whatever it may be. It comes in 2 style options. This crocodile faux leather, and then this one over here, the ostrich.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it perfect for serving?
But it looks expensive. What's our price?
Expensive.
Okay.
The price point for this, it retails for $100.
Wow.
But our deal, $31.
Wow.
69% off.
Very good.
Okay. And finally, over here, a voucher for photo keepsakes by Picture It on Canvas. I mean, who doesn't love a personalized item,
so
right?
tell us what these are. I mean, I recognize all these people. This is my family. Rosie's hunky husband. Whoopi's beautiful. But what have we done here?
Okay, so we're personalizing these items, like this a glass cutting board. Then this one here, we've got a photo canvas, and that is some real cheese, so you can have some cheese with some banana. And then over here in photo canvas, so you can choose from 3 options. The cutting board actually comes in 2 different finishes.
Nice.
And then you can pick between a black easel or a wooden easel to display your photos.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got Charlie Rose.
She's like, I go for this. I know, I'll be doing this today.
Okay, what's the regular price of one of these?
So the regular price for these, it retails up to $197. But our deal, right, Steve, but our deal is as low as $23.
All right, great stuff this week. Great stuff. Rachel Smith, members of our audience are going home with a voucher for a marble slate. For more information on how to buy all these products, check out our website. Plus, there are more special deals only available online. We'll be right back.
This fool will be back tomorrow, honey. She's just crazy and having a good time. We thank you all for coming out and making our day here. Please take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon. Thank you for coming.
Fox? Is the royal baby a knockout or what? And did Hillary's biggest threat just get in the ring for president? Then, Harry Connick Jr. takes you backstage after his tear confrontation with the contestant.
For you to say that to this hand that is feeding you right now, I think it's highly disrespectful.
And tells you how you can spend the night with Harry this summer. And the widow of American sniper Chris Kyle shares a side of the husband hero the world hasn't seen before. Plus, here's the best reason for spring cleaning. We partnered with vendors to offer up to an incredible 72% off this season's coolest new stuff for your home. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and today, Raven Symone and special guest Martha Stewart hit the co-host chairs. It all starts now.
but let me get my English accent grooving. Hear ye, breaking news out of the UK. The royal baby has been named. Her name is Charlotte Elizabeth Diana Windsor Johnson. Okay, I just threw the Johnson in there. Just see if y'all paying attention. So I mean, that feels like a good name, right?
It's a very good name. It gets the Queen Mother, who's
Right.
we really, and we get the mother of the.
Yes, Diana, Miss Diana, Lady
Father.
Diana. It's kind of great. And did you see Kate Middleton, the picture of her? People apparently are losing their minds. They're upset that she looks so young.
You're a princess if you don't walk out, because you know my mom walked out in cornrows and like still sweating and missing stuff. But if she walks out any other way than a princess, I mean, why are you mad?
She's only 33 years old.
She's still got her belly.
Was it natural? Is that too? Is it natural? Is that too? Can you ask
What?
that of a princess? Does she have natural birth?
I wasn't there.
It must have been pretty. She got out so fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, if you have any procedures, you have to stay in a little longer.
Yeah.
You know, I love that everyone loves them so much. And I saw Princess Diana, and I think that was the first time I ever cried at anything on TV when she died. And I love that there's a new generation sort of seeing them and falling in love with them. I think it's nice. There's so much crud in the world. Like, why can't we love them? I think they're nice.
I've been saying.
Who says we don't love them?
No, I think people think there's too much hysteria over them. And the media's lined up for days and days. There's been a lot of consternation about what she looks
The
like.
best thing that's happening in England right now.
It's nice.
And it's also a lot of pressure. I see 50 different countries, reporters
Nobody.
kind of going like this.
Not
She
even-
could have the damn baby. It's like, I'm trying. I'm trying to push her out. 8 pounds, that baby was.
Oh, yeah, that's
8
a
pounds.
big baby.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Those cheeks, though, those cheeks.
Yeah.
Look how cute.
That's
so
it,
cute.
sis. I'm
Just
so
like
glad
William.
to be here. So glad, thank God that's over.
Yeah.
Where is my carriage? Listen.
No, we went to go cram. They
My
call it a cram,
perambulator.
right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Now, speaking of perambulators, you know, the fight of the century is now in the record books. Floyd Mayweather unanimously defeated Manny Pacquiao in a fight that could end up making $400 million. Did y'all watch?
Did I watch?
I watched it.
Exciting. If you